Okay, you guys, so The Glass Onion came out yesterday. It's streaming on Netflix, but not until December 23rd. That's the part that I didn't catch. So I'm up here like, why are they only showing the trailer? But it's not streaming until December 23rd. And then to look at it, it's only going to be out in theaters for 1 week. And it's only in select theaters, so it's not even in theaters that's close by. So I had to search until I found one. Is it worth it? Or wait till you see. Look, I didn't even get this right. Is it worth it? Wait till you see my review. Another movie review. Now, before I jump into Glass Onion, a Knives Out Mystery Part 2, if you are not subscribed, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe so you never miss any of my movie reviews. After watching this review, if you like it, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. And I always forget to tell you to leave some comments. Leave some comments. Talk to me. Ask me different things about movies. Of course, about movies. But ask me things like, are you excited about seeing it? Were you able to catch it? Do you think it's going to be good? What do you think about the cast? There's so many things that we could talk about, and that's in the comments. Now, let me just hop right into it. Netflix is doing something I've never really seen them do before, which is you gave us a teaser by having the trailer saying that it's going to be streaming on Netflix. However, it's not going to be streaming to December 23rd. It came out nationwide on the 23rd of this month, which is the day before Thanksgiving. But it's only in select theaters. It's only in select theaters, and it's only going to be out for 1 week. So it's like, okay, do I scramble and try to find it, or I just wait for it to come out, But when you see the cast, it makes you want to go see it. I mean, Edward Norton, he's playing a billionaire that invites all his friends out to this private Greek island, and somebody ends up dead. I'm not going to tell you who. I'm not going to tell you that much about it, because you know how I feel. If I tell you, you're not going to want to see it. And it's not just wanting to see it. I have to go a little far to see it. So I would hate if somebody wanted to see it and I told them everything and so we're gonna leave that alone. But anyway, you have an all-star cast of beautiful people, seasoned actors. You have people like Kate Hudson in it. I already said Janelle Monae, and she is just so beautiful on screen. I mean, and then Edward Norton, him alone, he's the main one playing the billionaire. Him alone makes you just want to watch this movie. You have to see which direction they were going to go. Okay, you do have Benoit Blanc that's coming back. I hope I said his name right. You guys know how I am with names. You have Daniel Craig playing him. He did play him in 2019, of course. But when I first saw it in 2019, I wasn't sure of what type of detective he was. At first, he was giving me like the Pink Panther. He was giving me like Inspector Jack Cousteau. But as time went on, I love his style. And these movies, they're not cheesy, but yet they're interesting because and in the end, you kind of want to find out what really happened, what really happened. I will tell you this, that I almost like it better than the first one. I really do, because it's a simpler story, but the way it's executed is really good. It's really impressive how they did this. It is a really good mystery. You have Dave Bautista. I like him. You know how I feel about wrestlers. He came as The Rock right now, but you know how I feel about wrestlers and movies. I love how they make that transaction. But anyway, you have him in it, and he's a little bit of eye candy for you right there. But I love that you have all these actors in here. I love how the story is really interesting and it really gives you a good time. Now, I went kind of late. I had to cook for Thanksgiving and I was nervous. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stay up, but I was able to stay up. It's kind of like with my son Chris thing. Like, okay, now if I can make it to the movie, then I know that it's a good movie. If I don't leave to go to the bathroom, nothing like that. But it did that. It did all of that. You have Rian Johnson, who made so many different movies. Of course, he came back to make this movie. And I think he's really proud of it. They gave him a huge budget. We know Netflix does not spare any expenses. They gave him a huge budget for this. And for the first time, not really the first time, maybe the second or third time, you can see that it was well spent money because this is a really good movie. I really did. I enjoyed it. I enjoy mysteries anyway, mystery and suspense, but you throw comedy in there and some good acting people in there, good acting people. You got some good actors in there and then you have a good movie that was going to pull me in. And I definitely think that you guys are going to love it. So do I think that you should rush out and go try to find a theater? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. If you still have your family there from Thanksgiving, I think this is a movie you should look up and go see because you guys are all going to be trying to figure out who did it. And that's what I love about it. I love this whodunit type of story. Now, I personally would give this movie an 8. Why didn't I give it a 10? I did have some parts that I felt it had to do with the story a little bit. It wasn't quite a 10, but I did like a lot of it. I mean, I'm giving it high numbers anyway, just because of the actors' performances, you know, so that right there, but it is an 8 out of 10, because I feel that this movie is a really good, fun movie. Well, fun. How do you make a whodunit killer movie fun? But it's fun because sometimes when you do a sequel, it never lives up to the first one. This one surpasses the first one. So I definitely think you guys should check it out. And until then, I'll see you next time. Oh, look at my shirt. Come on. Okay, so until then, I'll see you next time.